One of my acting coaches always told me that I over intellectualized my roles. They felt like I always overthought my characters and they made that a problem. Now, to me, overanalyzing my characters was very similar to analyzing the behavior of clients or just of people as it pertains to psychology. So I also took my psychology perspective to my characters, to my roles, and I overthought my characters' choices. And and for a while, it bothered me. I felt like I needed to stop overthinking or over intellectualizing my roles, but I didn't know how to do that. When you're given a character as an actress, you are given a short script to understand the storyline, and you're given some key points about the character. And it is your goal as an actress to create that character and bring that character to life. So I got into the habit of overthinking where my character was born or how she was raised or all of the little details behind who she is, her favorite color, her favorite music. And while that did help with character development, my acting coach consistently let me know that you are over intellectualizing your roles. You are over intellectualizing your character. You're overthinking your character. And what I found is what he really meant to say is that I need to feel what my character is feeling. And so then I put in perspective how it is that overthinking ruins my character work when I am supposed to be feeling what my character feels. And once I put that realization into my character work as an actress, I then sat back and thought about how many times I over intellectualized a situation or how many times I overthought an experience and I did not put my feelings into it. My feelings weren't involved because my brain was taking over by thinking and processing different moments or different things, but I was not allowing myself to sit with the feelings. And so when I tell you that acting has been the one thing that has really helped me connect with my emotions, and as somebody that is educated in psychology and in therapy, I've always been aware of my feelings and I've been in control of my feelings. But acting is a world where you have to express. And so while I am able to understand my feelings and I'm able to control my feelings so that my feelings don't spill out into my clientele, it did not serve me in acting because I was overthinking the behavior of my character and not the feelings of my characters because my trajectory in life has been to control and understand feelings and not really express feelings. Once I had that realization that I needed to feel my feelings while doing my character work, it not only allowed me to feel what my character is feeling, but it allowed me to better connect with expressing my feelings. And as a woman, we have a ton of feelings. There are some women that don't have as many, but hormonally and chemically, we are wired to have so many feelings that I was under the impression that even in my character work, I should control my feelings and control how my character expresses her feelings. And while there are some characters that I've worked with that don't put forth their emotions, a lot of the characters, in order to bring a true and authentic delivery to the camera, to the screen, you have to feel. The audience connects with the feeling. And so if you find yourself in a place where you're consistently overthinking, I want you to stop for a moment and try to see if you're able to feel through your experiences. What are you feeling through your experiences? Because sometimes overthinking can be a way to avoid what we're feeling. And that's a problem in itself. We're so trained to, again, not show our emotions and not express our emotions when we're hearing trauma or we're hearing a negative situation or we're just hearing our clients' stories. We are trained to be empathetic, not sympathetic. And that framework really made me pull back expressing my feelings and instead to understand them and to conceal them so that they didn't express. And so overthinking is good because it allows you to process different points of view. It allows you to process different scenarios, right? It allows you to be prepared for the unexpected. But feeling through something is so much more true to your human experience. We are meant to feel. From the day we are on this planet screaming, crying, or maybe not, but most likely out of our mom's body, and we're in this world and we're just feeling feelings. And throughout our youth, we're feeling feelings. Now, we might not always have been able to express our feelings, especially if you were born in the 90s. If you were born in the 80s, the 90s, that era of children being able to express their feelings was very capsuled. It was very, it wasn't as expressed or as widely welcomed as it is today. If a child has feelings today, I feel like there's a lot of insight or introspection about how we should treat this child and how we should allow them to express their feelings. However, if you grew up in the 90s or even in the 80s, probably further back, but I can only speak to the 90s and a little bit to the 80s. It was a space of, if you have feelings, you really don't have reasons to have those feelings. If you're sad, what are you crying about? If you're upset, what are you upset about? You don't have anything to be upset about. And what that did was it really tailored children's ability to express their feelings in a healthy way and in a safe way. So a lot of the times, if you're told as a child to stop crying or stop being upset or go to your room because you're upset about this thing, then it really didn't allow you the experience to healthily process and understand your emotions and how to deal with them if you were just told to shut them down or to remove them. So when you become an adult, and if you're like me, who also had that extra level of training to conceal those emotions, it gets really difficult to understand how to express and how to feel. If you avoided your feelings and you avoid feeling happy because you don't want happiness to turn to disappointment, or you avoid feeling sad because you don't want to feel weak, or you avoid feeling mad, which I do really good at. Honestly, I think avoiding feeling upset or mad is not the worst feeling to avoid if we're able to redirect that anger to a better feeling experience. But if you are in that space, or if you are one of those children where you had feelings and you weren't able to express your feelings, then it gets a lot harder to express how you feel as an adult. And I really learned that through my acting journey and understanding that my character doesn't need me to overthink her choices. She needs me to feel what she feels. And so I don't need you to overthink everything and overprocess everything. And if that's your natural vibe, then I encourage you to keep doing so. But I want to encourage you to not avoid your feelings while you're overthinking and while you are processing things, because how you feel is going to matter so much more than how you think. Even though what you think and how you think has an impact on your emotions, how you feel will really dictate your day and will really navigate your life over thinking or just over processing an experience. Do both. Do both. I'm not telling you to not overthink. Unless your overthinking is becoming an intruder in your life, then I have a few videos to stop your overthinking. But if you're someone who is an overthinker and that is a natural coping mechanism, but then also just how you process the world, that's great. Continue to do so as long as it is controlled. But also do not neglect your feelings. Do not allow overthinking to be a scapegoat or an escape route to your feelings. You are supposed to feel. You are supposed to understand how you feel and how to manage and work with those feelings. Okay? That's my little short story for the day. So if you are an actor and you are having a hard time connecting to your character, I want you to tap into how you're feeling and tap into the character's feelings, and don't overthink them. Just feel, because feelings are going to be the best way that we can get off the most authentic character and the most authentic performance. If you're not an actor and you're a human living your human life, then make sure that your overthinking does not get in the way of your ability to feel and express feelings. You are supposed to feel good. So tap into how you're feeling and tap into the amount of overthinking that you do throughout your days and how it impacts how you feel and if you are feeling. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new to this channel, my name is Aubrey, and I talk about all things self-love, positive self-image, positive thinking, healthy love, and self-love, because I want you to have an amazing life. And it starts with making sure we feel good about ourselves, that our thoughts are in order, so that we can attract the healthiest relationships and live the most fulfilling lives that we want to live. If you feel like you're someone who's avoided their feelings by overthinking their thoughts, please drop in the comments how that's worked for you. How has overthinking and avoiding your feelings worked for you? And where are you today with all of that? Please subscribe, like, comment, and join me on this journey. And I will see you on the next video. Ciao.